And I started to ask my departments on my team meetings weekly, what's the latest in AI? Like I wanted them to individually come, everyone on my team come to our weekly meetings and say, hey, here's what I found. And my short form guys came to me one week and they were like, hey, we found this tool called Opus Pro. You can just upload your podcast link into the terminal and then it will automatically find the viral moments based on the data it has from clips going viral. It will edit the short form clip into the vertical format. It will caption it for you according to your branding, and then it'll post it. And I was sitting there looking at my 4 video editors like, that's your job. Like you just described your job. I was like, oh my God. And I didn't like fire everybody immediately, but I was like, holy shit. Like it literally is like, you just described what your job is to me.
I mean, this is what happens, right? With technological advances, is certain jobs, like you have to think about it, right? There was a time in history where somebody stood at each corner and turned the light from red to green to, you know what I mean? And eventually their job was gone, right? Or there were people who were operators and you called them and told them who you wanted to call. And that's the nature. I don't know homie to assume that he's a douche, but most people in the comment section are calling him an a-hole. I mean, it is emotional and it seemed a bit heartless the way he presented it, but it's a short clip. We don't know. He could be a thorough guy. But so my encouragement is to never get comfortable in the value that you add, because some technology could come along and cut down the cost and cut you out. I used to be a social media manager. I used to be a guy who shot videos, who did things, but I'm always constantly thinking to myself, where is the value? How can I add more value? What skills can I develop? Who do I need to become? And so I think it's been years since I've been a social media manager. I actually have a social media manager now. I no longer edit my own videos. Like I'm constantly thinking, what's next? What's coming? How can I become more valuable? And I challenge all of us to do it because we've seen it before. Like, it went from manufacturing cars to machines manufacturing cars. So always understand your industry, know what's coming. How can you remain valuable so that you're not getting replaced? Because in this instance, I feel like even if a technology comes out, right, and it replaces my social media manager. Matter of fact, let me take a step back. So with my social media manager, I don't even call him my social media manager. Asteria is my marketing director. So even if some technology comes along to replace her posting or replace her creating thumbnails or scheduling, she's still her value is in marketing. And that's what I challenge her to think of. How do we reach the masses? And how do we connect with the audience at a high level? That's your job. So yes, go find AI, go find other things. Nothing can replace you, because your job is to just connect me with the audience. And these tools are just going to help us do that faster. So always think big picture, always think of how we can add as much value, and nobody will become irreplaceable by remaining valuable.
And my short form guys came to me one week